Well, we're into the first week of July now, and I've still got 2 or 3 tubs of first early potatoes. I think I better get them out. So out of 3 30-litre buckets, that's the all. I'm quite happy with that. What I'll do, I'll swirl them under the tap and see if we can weigh them. Swirl them here. Rather than waste the water, I'll water the comfy plants while I drain them. Pop them on the scales when they've dried. Tried these on the kitchen scales, but they can't get them to read properly, so what I'm going to do is put them in the trusty carrier bag and use the luggage scales. And with most potato weighings, it comes a moment of truth. Hooking the bag on the scales, it revealed a total weight of 4.35 kilograms. I'm more than happy with that for the 3 tubs. I think I've caught them in time this time, but I'm just about to remove the collars from the parsnips. Something strange happening. And had 1 or 2 just lean over, wilt and go. No reason at all. I've given them a good soaking for probably 20 minutes, so soil's wet. No idea what's causing it. At this time of year, ventilation can be a big issue on greenhouses, especially. With these warm nights we have now, I do leave the door open, but I have got a system in place which helps keep out any predators, such as cats and foxes and whatever's around. You may have seen it in an earlier video. It's basically it's a piece of guttering I've fixed at the top. I've drilled holes underneath just to let any water which settles in there drain out, and it's just a normal green mesh which rolls down the door. It has a piece of wood on the bottom to add weight, and then I just put a couple of tubs there to hold it in place. That allows good ventilation through the greenhouse, but at the same time keeps any cats, dogs, whatever's about out of the greenhouse. The ventilation on the door sorted. There's an additional thing I do, and that's look at the window. This has got an automatic vent which as the temperature increases, the window opens. It's a piston which pushes out, and as the temperature drops, it contracts and the window closes. Of an evening, this is closing, so therefore there's no actual through flow of air. So what I've done, I've got this block of wood. I've just cut a little slot in there with two slightly different sizes, and of an evening, or I just pop it onto this frame there, and that actually prevents the window from completely closing, leaving a gap for the air to flow. And so depending which way you turn it, you can have a big gap or a small gap. Just leave that in place. It doesn't do no harm to the piston or the air vent closer, and it does leave a gap in there, and the airflow is still able to flow right the way through the greenhouse all evening. A few days on since I first reported it, it's not looking very good with the parsnips that have wilted. As you can see down there, just flopped over. I just don't know what's happened. The soil's moist, it's not excessively wet, and it's not been allowed to dry out. So anybody got a clue, I'd appreciate it in the comments, thanks. I'm beneath a cherry tree and they've started to ripen. And the blackbirds are a bit late this year, so hard luck, guys. This is the very first picking of our cherries for this year. Luckily the birds are a bit slow around the bottom. They've took a few from the top, but these are still there, and there's quite a still lot ready for picking in a few days' time. There's been a few with owls in, I've pulled off and I put them on a little table up there, and I'm sure the birds will find them. So first one of many, hopefully. I'm about to plant out my leeks. I know it's a little bit late in the season, but I thought planting it out this late will carry them over a bit more into next year. So I'll just show you what we've got. Here I have 4 pots of leeks, all in various stages of growth. So I'll pick the biggest to put out in here. So they're going to come out, I'll probably get maybe 4 rows in here. And save the rest and hopefully be able to pop them somewhere else a bit later on. As you can see, the weeding's not been done yet. I really need to spend a good couple of days in clearing this out. I've used my marker board. I've got 12 in a row. I've got my dibber there. I'll be planting up to the yellow mark, which is 9 inches deep. There's 48 holes now been prepped. Let's go and sort some leeks out. This pot of leeks looks at the most advanced stage, so we'll start thinning these out and swilling the roots in a bucket of water. Try and shake as much of the soil off as you can, and then give them a dunk in water, and that does release the soil easily. And it's just a matter of teasing them apart, ready for planting out. I've got some fresh water, clean, and give them a final swill. One more thing that I do, it's not necessary, but I find it helps me, is that the roots there, just take a pair of scissors and chop them off. That's probably about 50, 60 millimeters. I don't think it has any advantage or disadvantage, but it does make it easier for when I plant them into the hole.
All that remains is to gently water them in, fill them right to the top, and the soil will gently collapse around the leek and cover the roots.
So with the leeks planted out now, that's about it, all the planting for this year I think. I might have the odd salad stuff like lettuce, bit of radish, spring onion, stuff like that, but main crops such as this, that's my planting done. Next few days for me is definitely going to be done weeding, so wish me luck. Till next time, see you later, bye for now.